Welcome to HR with Heart. I'm your host, Jemima House. Today we're exploring when leadership loses its heart, what that means, what we can do about it, and what the results are. Think about how it feels to walk into a room full of people who really know you. How your body feels. The way that you can just arrive and be yourself. Now think about walking into a work meeting. What happens in your body now? You decide what to bring, what to hold back, and what feels safe to show. And this is all in a split second. It's no flaw that the two feel different. It's just human. And it's how most of us learn to belong. By offering different parts of ourselves to different rooms. The acceptable parts of ourselves or the matching pieces of our identity to whichever room we're walking into. But over time, those small edits shape the culture that we're a part of, specifically at work. And that's where leadership starts to lose its heart. It's not intentional. It's just through the natural erosion of realness. Now, nobody is saying that you have to be exactly the same person as you would be if you were meeting your mates down the pub. However, it does start to show and have an impact not only on you, but on the people who are your colleagues and who are your superiors when you show up into rooms feeling unsafe or feeling like you can't bring your whole self. So what I would like to leave you with is the question, what would it take for walking into that work meeting to feel a bit more like walking into the room where you're fully known? Doesn't have to be the same, but what would just edge it over a little bit more towards you feeling more at ease in your body, you feeling more able to speak freely, those kind of things. So that's what this episode is about. The moment leadership shifts from human to habitual, and how we find our way back. So there are 3 points as usual, and each of them have a practical application that you can take with you. So this is designed to be a really useful 10-minute episode, a really good listen for you. So number 1, build the conditions for truth, not just conversation. And this is something that in my private coaching, I talk about lots, and that's creating the conditions. So you can't ask for honesty as a leader in an unsafe system. So often, organizations invite open dialogue, air quotes, inside structures that still reward conformity. So even though it's said explicitly, oh, we have an open door policy. Oh, you can say whatever you feel. Implicitly and quietly and kind of an unwritten rule is that you don't really say what you mean. And there are only certain things that management want to hear. So instead of asking others to share, model it first. Reveal something small and real in you. Maybe a minor challenge that you're navigating, or a learning that you're integrating. Now, this goes completely against the old egoic structures of top-down leadership, which is, I'm better than you, I am leading from superior knowledge and you do as I say. This is not that. This is a human-to-human experience. And safety starts here. It starts with self-disclosure, not with management asking for their team to be vulnerable. Who's going to do that? I wouldn't do that. So people match your nervous system, not your script. When they sense that your openness is genuine, that's when they start to trust the space again. They trust the process. Okay, number 2, redefining strength as emotional presence. Leadership culture has taught many people to equate strength with control or with composure, but that's different to capacity. Real authority is steady regulation of the person who's in charge. So they need to be self-regulated. You need to be self-regulated. The ability to stay connected to yourself and to the others, especially when things get intense. Now, yes, this is way easier said than done. And my work as a relationship coach comes in quite naturally here, because this is one of the hardest things to actually do. Teaching it is easy, doing it is hard. And that's me saying that from a human woman perspective. It's really hard. When you can feel pressure rising, it's really human to retreat back out of the stressful situation, back to neutrality, because neutrality is safe, right? Instead of doing that, can you notice when that's starting to happen and instead expand your sensory field? That means feeling your feet on the floor, letting your peripheral vision take over, taking in the whole room instead of that single pointed vision, shifting the field of awareness. What this does is it moves you from managing your emotions, which is essentially you squashing down whatever is coming up, shifts you into holding presence. Honestly, it's not easy. I have been practicing this for years and I know it's not easy, because when stress hits, your physiology wants to go binary. You go into fight, flight, freeze, fawn, all of those things. Your hormones start to narrow your focus. You go into black and white thinking. It's completely normal. But it's also why you have to meet the moment with intention. So you're countering a biological response by choosing to stay open when everything in you wants to close. That is real leadership. So you're not bypassing the body, but you're working consciously with it. And of course, I guess you could call it self-leadership. And we all know, anyone with children knows, they don't listen to what you say, but they do watch what you do. It's the same with all humans. Okay, point number 3, make your values operational. Leadership loses its heart not when people stop caring, but when an organisation's words and actions stop matching. So cognitive dissonance is such a bad feeling. Such a bad feeling, because it is that moment where you just know something is off here. Most companies have absolutely amazing vision statements, beautiful values, well-being, fairness, innovation, all the DEI stuff. But unless these values are visible in the day-to-day, that is just for show. Coherent leadership means turning those values into design principles of how your leadership actually works. It's asking, if we were truly embodying our value of well-being, fairness, whatever it might be, how would this decision look or feel different? Sometimes the outcome stays the same, but the process changes, the timing, the tone, the way you communicate, or the way you support people through it. That's the kind of thing that restores trust. Integrity is not a statement, a vision statement, a mission statement. That's not it. It's something people can feel when they're with you. When leadership loses its heart, it's not a moral failure, it's a design issue. The systems of leadership have been built for performance, and many of them have forgotten the human systems underneath. You can't do that. It's not sustainable. Rehumanizing leadership means designing for humanity. And this is not a nice to have. This is the foundation for sustainable performance. So as you move through your week, notice, are you creating the conditions where truth can exist? Are you regulated enough to hold others in their truth? And are your values visible in how you decide, not just in what you say? That's what it means to lead with coherence and to bring heart back into leadership. If you're enjoying these short podcast conversations episodes, HR with Heart, then you will love the update, which is my half-day live training, where we explore this work in practice and specifically how it applies to your organisation. Reach out to me directly if you'd like the details, and I will send them to you. Otherwise, same time next week. See you then.